One nuclear blast. That's all it would take. Not a city reduced to ash, but an entire nation plunged into darkness. No lights, no phones, no water, no rescue. America silenced in seconds by a high-altitude nuclear strike. Now, Donald Trump says he has the answer. A space-age missile shield powered by Elon Musk, backed by Silicon Valley and inspired by Israel's Iron Dome that he's calling the Golden Dome, a last line of defense against the unthinkable. And it couldn't come soon enough. The United States could be just minutes away from an unprecedented blackout, not from cyber attacks or natural disasters, but from a high-altitude nuclear strike. That's the alarming warning from military historian William Faustian, who says the only way to avert catastrophe is for America to urgently install a next-gen missile defense system. A Golden Dome. Faustian, a recognized expert on electromagnetic pulse EMP warfare, cautions that a single nuclear detonation in the atmosphere by adversaries like Iran or North Korea could effectively shut down the U.S. power grid. That IT would plunge the United States into darkness, he told The Sun. And unlike a storm outage, the system would not self-repair. We're screwed. He added that the U.S. grid is incredibly vulnerable and likened the threat to April to its unexpected blackout in Spain and Portugal, which cut power to vast areas of the Iberian Peninsula. That was a small technical fault. Now, imagine what happens when you add nukes to tackle that threat. Donald Trump has revived a Cold War-era strategy, a strategic missile shield inspired by Israel's Iron Dome. But unlike the Israeli system, which intercepts short-range rockets, Trump's Golden Dome would be designed to take down intercontinental ballistic missiles, or ICBMs. As Commander-in-Chief, my focus is on building the most powerful military of the future. As a first step, I'm asking Congress to fund a state-of-the-art Golden Dome missile defense shield to protect our homeland. All made in the USA. Faustian explained the Golden Dome is a ballistic defense system for intercontinental missiles. It is a strategic defense that would prevent an MP strike from crossing the Pacific and hitting our mainland. Trump signed an executive order on January 27th, initiating the Golden Dome project with ambitions to build a futuristic shield capable of stopping any missile in its tracks before it unleashes devastation. The initiative has drawn comparisons to Reagan's infamous Star Wars missile defense system of the 1980s. But Trump's version may be even more ambitious, more complex, and much more expensive. At the heart of this urgency is the nuclear electromagnetic pulse, or the AMP. A little understood, but potentially civilization-ending threat when a nuclear device is detonated roughly 200 miles above a landmass. It can produce an AMP that disables power grids, electronic systems, and even basic communications. Faustian said when a weapon blows, it sets up an electrostatic discharge called the Compton effect that shorts our grid. You can't pump water, you can't get food. The grid is gone, and it doesn't come back. Faustian, who has advised both federal and state governments on EMP preparedness, believes adversaries would only need to launch 3 small warheads about 4 times the size of Hiroshima to disable the U.S. This isn't mutually assured destruction anymore. This is asymmetric warfare, and we're not ready. The twin threats identified by U.S. intelligence and military analysts, as per The Sun, are Iran and North Korea, both of which have significantly advanced their missile and nuclear programs in recent years. In Iran, satellite imagery recently revealed hidden nuclear facilities that Tehran claimed were part of a civilian space project. In reality, experts allege they are producing solid fuel missiles capable of reaching over 3,000 kilometers, well within range of Europe and potentially even parts of North America if launched from sea. Tehran is building terrifying nuclear warheads, The Sun quoted a source saying, and they're now focused on solid fuel rockets, quicker to launch, harder to intercept, and capable of carrying heavy payloads. Meanwhile, North Korea is believed to possess around 50 nuclear warheads and the ability to manufacture up to 7 more per year. The country recently unveiled its largest ever naval destroyer, which analysts say could carry vertically launched nuclear missiles. Earlier this year, the Sun revealed how Kim Jong-un constructed a covert missile base disguised as a private golf course. Further evidence, critics say, that the Hermit Kingdom is preparing for offensive operations, while the Golden Dome may sound like a sci-fi fantasy. Its development is already underway, and it involves some of Silicon Valley's biggest players, as per Reuters. Elon Musk's company, SpaceX, is reportedly leading the charge alongside software giant Palantir and defense tech firm. And together, they've been tapped to build critical components of the missile shield. According to a Reuters report published on April 17th, over 1,000 satellites will be launched to create a global sensing network tracking missiles the moment they're fired. A separate constellation of 200 attack satellites would then be deployed to intercept threats using onboard missiles or laser weaponry. SpaceX is believed to be bidding on the custody layer of the Golden Dome, a satellite constellation designed to monitor and determine missile trajectories. While the company won't handle the weaponization aspect, its rocket launch capabilities will be central to the entire system. Estimates suggest the project could cost hundreds of billions of dollars, a price Trump appears willing to pay that a missile attack is the most catastrophic threat facing the United States. Trump warned earlier in January, saying, "And I will not let America be defenseless." While Trump presses ahead with missile defense, his administration is also reportedly racing to secure a new deal with Iran. But the two sides remain far apart. Ousted National Security Advisor Mike Waltz said Trump wants the full dismantlement of Iran's nuclear apparatus, including uranium enrichment, warhead production, and missile systems, that's non-negotiable. Waltz stated, Tehran, however, seeks a more modest agreement capping nuclear development in exchange for the lifting of crushing sanctions. But time is running out. Trump has reportedly warned that if Iran does not return to the table, there will be bombing. As tensions escalate in West Asia and beyond, some analysts worry that an AMP strike is no longer the stuff of apocalyptic fiction, that we are living in a very different paradigm now. The threat is not hundreds of missiles from the Soviets. The threat is 3 warheads from a rogue actor. That's all it takes. Fortune's warning has sparked fresh debate in Washington over whether the U.S. has done enough to defend its critical infrastructure. Experts say the power grid, telecom networks, and satellite systems remain frighteningly exposed, with the Israel-Iran standoff heating up. Kim Jong-un flaunting new weapons and Iran burrowing deeper underground with its nuclear bunkers. The time for action, many believe, is now, as Trump rallies allies and tech titans to support the Golden Dome initiative. The stakes could not be higher. This isn't about war in the traditional sense, Faustian said. It's about survival in a high-tech battlefield. And right now, we're losing.